totality of this. What have you learned without getting into names?
Basically, we have a ton of skaters.
What have you learned without getting into names?
Basically,
The totality of this. What have you learned without getting into names?
basically. These kids were just doing an extra thing. It's called a developmental camp, and they stay for an extra couple of days, and then they go off and do this, and then they just took their flight home, and unfortunately they didn't make it home. And it's too hard to even wrap around how many people are affected by this in our skating community. One of our students, she was going to be on that flight and then took an earlier flight. So that even for all of us is like so crazy.
We created our family through adoption, so our two sons are adopted from South Korea. Spencer, who was on the flight, who was our oldest son, came home in 2008 and was really just kind of a force of nature. And about 3 years ago, saw Nathan Chen in the Olympics and decided, hey, I could do that. And even though people train since they're, a small child and it takes them years and years to develop skills, he started in learned to skate, and 3 years later he's in Wichita, Kansas, on the national development team for U.S. figure skating, training with former world champions. So he was like a phenom and just loved it, and it wasn't anyone pushing him. He was just somebody who loved it and had natural talent, but also just worked every day. He went up to Boston every single day, did high school online, and was just all in on figure skating, and was great at it. And his coaches were also on the flight with him, wonderful people, former world champions from Russia, and some other skaters. And so it's just devastating. And Christine is, just a beautiful, creative person. She is someone who just has many different talents. She began a career as a graphic designer, is amazing at photography. She creates quilts in a little shed over there and that are just amazing and blow people's minds. So just a wonderful, caring person, loves animals, has hedgehog, dog, volunteers at animal rescues, and, was recently, joined the residential properties as a real estate sales agent here in town, and was very excited about that. So, just someone who had just tons of joy and just was loved by everyone. So it's good to go when you can.
Okay, so Doug, I'll have you just look right at me. We're not live. You can stop whenever you need to. Just for the record, can you just say and spell your first and last name for me?
Sure. My first name is Douglas, Douglas. Last name is Lane, Lane. And did you ask me for something else there?
Nope, no, that was great. So just tell me.
Was even younger than Spencer, so it's just unreal.
Anything else about Spencer and Christine? It sounds like there's so much, but
Yeah.
anything else that you really want them to be remembered by?
I think Spencer, just like his infectiousness, or just like his, ability to just go, whether he was in his home club in Boston, was just loved by everyone, from the adults running the club to the smallest skaters to the people that are, competing for a shot at the Olympics. They all just, build a real bond. So I think, there's just so many of us that are going to just miss that so much.
It sounds like they were two truly one-of-a-kind people.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I don't want to keep you going. I know this is not easy. Do you have any photographs or anything you'd be willing to share with us?
Can I email some to you?
Yeah.